Welcome in, ladies and gents. Everyone is so impressed because I have just changed the logo to silver. This is the final day of silver. Gold is officially concluded, and now it's silver's time. 2 more playoffs. These winners will move on to Gold League. And then, of course, they'll be excited, but then immediately going to have a lot of work to do the next 12 months to stay alive in Gold League. Gabby, really popular player for her aggressive style. And she is the lone female player at the top level. And her style is one of the best Age of Empires 2 styles to watch if you like aggression and you like lots of action. Guys, my tree mod is influencing Capture Age. So we've got bushes here instead of bamboo. I'm sorry. I don't know why. What is this? Why is it? I'm going to try and fix that in between games. Sorry, the trees look a little bit weird. It's a Capture Age issue. I use a... I use a bush mod, which sounds pretty bad, but I basically all my trees are these tiny bushes. I prefer that over pine trees. Anyways, Gabby's playing as the Jerchins here. Gabby's really aggressive. And then here in the red, we've got Bad Koala. And Bad Koala is also really aggressive. And hold up, these trees are actually annoying me so much. Small trees. On and off. Did I fix it? Nope. I don't know why that's happening. Anyways, doesn't really matter. Yeah, Bad Koala's been around a really long time. I think the things that he's accomplished the most in his career have typically been in team game tournaments, but just a really annoying player to play against. I have played dozens of games against both of these players, and they're just annoying, right? Like, Gabby's going to have villagers at your base. Bad Koala's going to have villagers at your base. Men-at-arms, towers. The thing that I would expect from both of them, and it's kind of funny I'm saying this because they both have 1 second of idle TC. Typically, they both have weaker economies. The idle TC time can be really high just because of the aggression. So, we've got the wave for Bad Koala. Now, that's a solid eco civ. With every eco tech, Bad Koala can get additional villagers. And then Gabby is playing as the Jerchins here. And Jerchins, there's no decay on their livestock, which is awesome. And also, their mounted units fire faster. So, I'm feeling like Gabby might want to play towards scouts here or something. You can actually see scouts into Cav Archer style units for both. Obviously, for Bad Koala, he's got the Jean Bays, which is similar to a Cav Archer, but not quite. The T90, there was an experimental button under the small tree mod that said it uses your mods. Oh, did I? I thought I just... Let's do this then? Ah, yes. Okay, that's what it should look like. It's super weird that was an issue here, though, because it wasn't an issue every other day. So it looks like this version of Valley has bamboo forest. I don't recall seeing this last time. So maybe it just had to do with this generation. Yeah, thank you, tech support. It's really nice to have viewers that have eyeballs, you know, that can read. Because it was right in front of my face, and I still didn't notice it, so. But yeah, both players had solid group stage for Bad Koala. It was really inconsistent, so he got swept at some points. And then he also did the sweeping. And I think that pretty much... I think that describes exactly who Bad Koala is as a player. So, Gabby's dropping the barracks here. Pushing in 2 deer. There's not a lot of them on the map. And she was able to find them. It almost looks like Bad Koala is also searching for them. And some of the Valley games, we've seen players go really aggressive for the food in the middle. So that is always an option. But base is pretty exposed here for Bad Koala with this massive hill in the front. Berries and gold there. Of all of our maps in terms of balance, I do think Valley has been maybe the most inconsistent. And I'm saying that because I'd like to get some tweaks in if possible still. I mean, just the gold situation, right? Like, the gold situation is very far forward for Bad Koala. It's got a massive hill in front. Gabby, no hill in front. Back golds. I mean, if we're talking perfect gameplay here, Gabby's going to be able to make the most of this. Rodin says Bad Koala plays like T90 if he were good. Rodin, I read chat. Also, the last time I played Bad Koala, I beat him. So you can just get out of here, Rodin. Don't one guy me. I will not be affected. Now, I don't know what my lifetime win rate is against the guy is. We don't need to talk about that. But he didn't think I was going to pay attention to that. Here comes the scout. Here comes the militia. Now, guys, Bad Koala didn't scout any of this. Which is very Bad Koala. Didn't see the militia. Actually, I think he did spot the militia a second ago, but He didn't scout the barracks. So he has to go for the adaptive walls. He goes for the gold. He goes for the wood. Everything's getting walled up. I'm really curious what ping they're playing on. Like, Brazil to China has got to be high ping as well, which is something to keep in mind. Gabby going for man-at-arms in forward archery range. This is what she likes to do. And, yeah, Bad Koala doesn't see the archery range. The scout is here. Scout could maybe come over and look. But, yeah, Gabby, man-at-arms on the hill. Bad Koala just misses the range. And so, I assume he knows Gabby's reputation here, but just unlucky to miss that right now. And Gabby coming out swinging here. A man-at-arms. She doesn't have any eco upgrades. To be fair, though, Bad Koala doesn't have any eco upgrades either. Those eco upgrades will need to come in. Yeah, like 150, 160 ping for both. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty substantial. But it depends. I think both could be somewhat used to it. Depending on the distances they're used to. For Chinese players, I mean, they should be fairly used to the higher ping. Gabby probably has a lot more games against people in South America, which are closer to her. But yeah, berries get abandoned here from Bad Koala. So far, he hasn't lost a villager yet, but Gabby just keeps piling on the pressure. And now Gabby is going to go for the food in the middle at the same time. So Bad Koala immediately, minute 7. I was going to say minute 1, but, you know, it was more like minute 8 or 9, actually. Just under pressure. But Gabby's idle TC is at 49 seconds, right? Like, this is the thing that happens for her, is she goes to kill Vills, and so she doesn't end up producing Vills. So she is actually behind in villagers right now. Someone has looked up my win rate against Bad Koala. Okay, thank you for that. 36% win rate against Bad Koala. Thank you. Let's just let everybody know. Gabby, what she'll do here is she just goes full adapt based on what her opponent does. So at this point, she's forced her opponent into skirmishers, essentially, because he's off of gold. And so she's just going to build a house there. She's turning back around. She did snipe an archer with the skirmishers. The scout is attacking, but honestly, it's been a perfect start from Gabby. Villagers are back on the berries now for Bad Koala. Imagine having to start a tournament series, and this is how much pressure you're under. Villager down. Now, I know, like, anytime I play against Gabby, because I've watched so many games from her, as she snipes the scout there, 4-0 KD for Gabby. I'm always telling myself in the back of my head, like, even if I'm, like, already 50 vills behind, I'm still telling myself, like, her eco's crap, her eco's crap, her eco's crap. I do that to cope with the pain, you know? But this is just amazing from Gabby. She'll take down the mill. The eco for Bad Koala is not good, and Bad Koala is actually running this way. I don't know if Bad Koala has any response to this. These villagers are just standing out here. They have nowhere to go. Now Gabby will get some of the eco upgrades. Like, where? Oh, he's going to sneak. Interesting. Okay, well, this is obviously extremely risky. But it just comes down to... Oh, my God, she spots it. Oh, my God, she spots it, dude. Of course she does. She has the scout over here. I think she's wondering where the villager's going to go because they're not here and they're not here. And, well, she spots this, and this was Bad Koala taking a risk. We've seen players get away with this, sneaking some villagers to the side. Random archer in the middle will not accomplish anything, really. I think Gabby should be able to deal with that, but Gabby's sending all of her focus, all of her attention to these vills. And game number 1, Bad Koala's having a really bad time. I mean, a couple skirms are on the way. But Gabby's army count is so high, she will lose this villager. Both players really need to end up getting fletching here. Bad Koala has no choice but to fight back with the villagers. And Gabby's 3-1 eco KD. Make that 5-1 eco KD. 6-1 eco KD. And fletching is on the way. This is about to be a fast game. So yeah, the intention was to have this series played live. They played it yesterday, I think. Because... I think one of their work schedules changed or something. I'm not entirely sure which. But we're covering it as Rex. But man, this feels like Gabby is just... She is so ready to go here. This is the energy that Gabby fans wanted to see. And Bad Koala is... I mean, you're probably dead. You got to play on. And you just have to hope that you can work some of these nerves out of your system here. But this is This has been bad. This has been really bad. Also, misclicking too, right? Like, deleted the mining camp instead of the palisade wall. This is bad Koala. Now Gabby is just building random gates to block off the villagers here. I'm telling you, bad Koala can be very hit or miss from game to game, from set to set. Gabby has that consistency. The Vil count 25 versus 34 now. For Gabby, she has some farms at home. She still has some food in the middle. Army count's actually very similar, though. She did toss away a lot of skirmishers when getting the villager kills, though. But, like, when you see a player delete the mining camp like that, when you see a player lose 9 villagers, not really what you're looking for here. Emperor says Gabby has woken up and chosen violence. It's all she knows, man. Like, I think she's been taking this very seriously. I think she's very motivated to do well in this. So I think she will have some strategies for the more closed maps. But that's where I'm curious. On the maps that incorporate water or walls, I wonder how she fares today. Because we say she's aggressive. Really, it's just extreme. So there are a lot of players that lean towards the extremes. So she could maybe be extremely defensive as well. But you just never see it because she does not play open maps or closed maps that frequently. Now, worker efficiency has been 54% the last minute for bad Koala. It's been 75% for Gabby. 10% greater worker efficiency for Gabby the whole game. Has not been perfect in terms of, every little tiny detail here. But playing double archer range to defend from the skirms. Basically doing it with her own skirms here. I think you could easily justify scouts, but, I mean, also you have two archer ranges. You might as well continue to produce and just micro. Villagers are back out here on the food, which I don't think Gabby's ever expecting. But yeah, I mean, you need to take some risks here for bad Koala. And welcome in, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Miss Luna says Gabby didn't choose violence, it chose her. No, I don't think it chose her. I've had enough of my villagers die. I'm pretty sure she's the one who chose violence. I know, I understand the joke. I'm taking it too literally, but it's definitely a conscious choice from her, trust me. It's how she's played the game for a long time. And, for Gabby, she's not new at all. Like, both players have been playing for 10 plus years. I remember her and Bad Koala from the pre-Definitive Edition days. Typically, when a player's been around this long, you don't expect improvements. It's like, okay, they are who they are. There's a lot of players like that. Bad Koala maybe falls into that category. But I do feel like Gabby found a bit of a gear the last 12 months. I think it'll be really difficult for both players here, by the way. Whoever wins this set, I think it will be difficult for them to survive in gold. But man, will it be fun to watch. I think the economy will have to be... The higher level you go, the economy management needs to be a little bit better. But that's the thing with Gabby, is she doesn't necessarily need perfect eco-efficiency because she just ends up killing the opponent so quickly. So it's everyone's favorite, Skirm v Skirm. Bad Koala's actually done a stellar job at balancing things out. Because this start should have meant game over. Moving in here to kill some villagers, maybe. All this would be amazing, of course, but there's enough skirmishers there from Gabby, and Gabby has the stable as well. So pretty soon, Gabby can mix in the scouts, maybe mix in some lancers. And I just think for Bad Koala, he's had to play this out. Make Gabby work for it a bit harder. We've ran... Hello? I remember these skirms. I forgot about them. I'm guessing Bad Koala also forgot about them. Probably clicked the villagers after the skirms, and now we have random archers coming down here to kill the villagers. There's still this being microed as well. All of this is going to go down, and these villagers are going to die as well. And Gabby, just full focus there. Yeah, skirms should be dead. She'll get her upgraded skirms, and she'll use the market here and start to send the pressure in, and maybe this villager survives, but that was funny. And Bad Koala just has not gone according to plan at all. Just lost the hill immediately. Man-at-Arm forward was so strong. That's the thing about Man-at-Arms. Like, you can wall it out, but if the opponent follows up with the range units and you try and play defensive range units and they match you, you're gonna have some problems. Typically, archer counterplay against man-at-arms, you need to be up 30 to 60 seconds faster. Had the superior range unit count. Gabby did end up losing the scout back there, but not after killing most of the skirms. And now she's running into Bad Koala's base, where Bad Koala has nothing. I mean, this game is well and truly over. And Bad Koala taps out. There's going to be much better games for Bad Koala, but Gabby set the tone there. And it was just the perfect forward there. That's how you want to start any series, is just show your opponent, this is what I do. This is what I do. This is what you're in for. 7 games potentially of this. And yeah, Bad Koala, the positive there is it never felt like you could recover after how bad it went early. And so let's say like 12 minutes into the game, he was officially warmed up. Might have already been over. So I think that, yeah, hopefully just he gets it out of his system here. Works into game number 2. Great start from Gabby, though. And as advertised. All right, guys, here we go. I don't know if we've seen this Civ in Titans League yet. We've seen the Incas. We've seen the Mapuche. We've seen the Muisca. But this is the debut game, I believe, of the Tupi. All right? So we've got Tupi in TTL. This is the first pick for Bad Koala. He lost his first game. So he obviously is going to want to respond in a best of 7 here. There's the barracks for Bad Koala. Now, this civilization, you start with plus 25 of every resource. Your villagers can garrison in settlements. Your fallen units return some of their cost. And then your archer range and barracks upgrades cost less food. And right now, if we could please spam the Champy emote, that would be great. It looks horrible. But basically, this Champy everyone seems to think is very strong. I think the devs have their eye on it. I think they're going to change something. And essentially, the synergy behind the speed of the Champies, combined with the additional resource start, combined with also having access to the settlements, which are a good economic building, which you can take every resource to, yeah, it becomes very strong. At Bad Koala, it's actually going Loom, Forward Villager, and Champies are coming forward. So Bad Koala is accepting being down a vill or 2. Gabby should know, though. And if you know you're up against this, you need to bring in your boars as quickly as possible. And you need to wall, but I don't know about big walls. I think you need small walls. We'll see. You kind of know where the opponent is on this map because there's just that one opening. And here come the Champies. Gabby's getting Loom. Gabby sees it. Again, I think the big wall was very ambitious. She should realize that that's too much. Villager is here from Bad Koala as well. So game 1, we get to see what Gabby's about. And now we get a reminder of what Bad Koala could be as well. Bad Koala loves to be aggressive and loves to sneak villagers too. Gabby bringing in boar number 2, which is smart. But the issue is that these Champies and the villager here could really disrupt the lumber economy. And for now, Bad Koala is just going to build a house there. Says, thank you very much. Don't mind if I do. Now, I think what Gabby should be trying to do right now is she garrisons to shoot the champion. She's missed it with like 4 volleys. Oh my god, that 5 volleys. Gabby. Oh, she's going for the trap. Oh, and she fails the trap. Guys, her TC, she tried to go for the masterpiece. Her TC was idle the whole time there. But okay, she gets more villagers over here. House is actually denied. Bad Koala is housed. Pretty badly housed. Gabby's chilling. Gabby comes back to the wood line. Gabby gets more villagers to wood. Walls it up. So far, so good against the Champies here. But yeah, the eco is the big thing here for Bad Koala. He knows about his boars. The settlement would need to come up. The reason Incas are so strong is because your houses give you so much more pop space. Right now, though, for the Tupi, if you don't have this practice, it is still difficult to get the settlement timing and the house timing. But yeah, peak Age of Empires here. Champion Villager just working together here against the lumber camp. But it's really nice that Gabby got more vills here. Because if she still only had 2 vills, she wouldn't have working wood economy when repairing with 1. And she's using the scout to push in the deer. So the fact that there's not a champion denying that is very nice. Boar gets brought in for Bad Koala. There's the settlement. But honestly, very well done from Gabby. And Bad Koala realizing it's not worth his time there. And I think he also saw the deer getting pushed in, so he's bringing the Champy and the villager around. So Champy rush is annoying. But it's far from perfect here from Bad Koala, and it is difficult to execute with the Tupi. It's not like 25 of each resource gives you a free champy. This is nice, though. This is where you can get value. It's just attack the houses. Gabby, though, will just sit here and repair the house. It's actually so much better for Gabby because normally you look at this and say, oh, no, an Idleville. But guess what? That's also an Idleville on the other side. So she's also done the right thing. She's adapted her build order. Instead of trying to go 18 or 19 pop, which would be tough with an idled economy, she's adding a couple more villagers here. But you do actually need a second villager. That's so annoying. That house is on the bottom of the hill. Looks like her plan is going to be archers. And Bad Koala is actually bringing the champion around to still disrupt her from pushing in another deer. And Bad Koala is going for a settlement in the middle. What do we think about that settlement, guys? I don't like it personally. I think any time that the deer are this close to your berries, I would just place it on the berries and walk there. So I think it's a bad settlement. Villager's still repairing there for Gabby. Gabby's on the way to feudal age. Gabby's adapted very nicely to the pressure. And now Gabby's going to look at this and be like, oh, okay, free villagers for the taking. Let's go. Has the barracks, has produced the militia. Didn't want to actually take that fight. She backs away. And Gabby's holding on. House is still up. Playing into Man-at-Arms feels like a good play. And honestly, this feels like Bad Koala has seen this before, but Bad Koala has not necessarily practiced this. This is such a Bad Koala thing. He just sends it. He's full vibes. But, like, I don't know, man. Like, I got Tupi by Huang, for example. Huang has been playing Tupi like a madman. Absolute nightmare. He's so good at getting the champions out and then having the follow-up. Because it's basically his life right now. Huang the ladder terrorist, but yeah, I mean, right now, Bad Koala still hasn't clicked up. The base is still open. Man-at-Arm upgrade now for Gabby. And Gabby will take the deer, and Gabby has a decision to make. She's deciding for now to stay here. So, see, there's always the fear that these are going to be upgraded, but Man-at-Arms are still slower than Dark Age Champions. So, but yeah, Bad Koala should never take that fight. It's 0.96 movement speed. The champions are 1.1. That's part of the reason the champions are very strong. Gabby's scout ends up sniping a villager there. So nice start. And Gabby coming in with Man-at-Arms. And there's more villagers exposed. Still 2 minutes until Bad Koala is in the next stage. Population is insane, but the timing's on the attacks just not there. And Man-at-Arms and the scout are here. And what a great opening to the series for Gabby. Pretty sure there's still a hole here, by the way. Villager got stuck. What was the Eco KD in Feudal Age in the previous game, guys? 9-1? Oh, man. Palisade comes in at the right time. Now, you can garrison in your settlements with the Civ. So that's nice, but the villagers are still super exposed. I knew when I saw the settlement that the settlement was going to be a mistake. Maybe, though, you can save the vills. Sacrifice, fight with your champions, and then get the villagers into the settlement, kind of like a Khmer house. Well, actually, a lot of the Man-at-Arms are stuck. Bad Koala's done a pretty good job considering. Bad Koala's still producing more units. I still think Bad Koala's eco is an absolute nightmare. But we have over a minute of idle TC for Gabby as well, because Gabby is focusing so much on the micro herself. Okay, she's killing off the champions. She'll be remaining with a couple archers and the scout. Villagers just need to go in the settlement, though, right? Because Bad Koala realizing that. And Gabby's micro is really clean here. 2 archers. It's a weak Man-at-Arm, but the archers are still really effective. And I don't know, like, Bad Koala garrisoned in the settlement one time. He's now just running this down. This just feels like a horrible decision. And Gabby just kept backing away, and now she's going to chase, and now she's added more army. No eco upgrades for Gabby. At least she's late to it. She's got a lot of villagers around. This is not what your eco should typically look like, but who cares? Because the eco's idle for Bad Koala. I'd be inclined to just stay here, to be honest. I would see this, and I would say, okay, those villagers are idle. But she's always looking for more damage. Behind this, it's actually looking very efficient for Bad Koala. It's just this settlement and all the villagers in the middle was the mistake. I think if he does everything else the same, he's in a much better position, but they're just losing so many vills. My God, 6 villagers down. Yeah, again, if I'm Gabby, I'm like, oh, you're walled? Okay, I'll just take the villager inside the settlement, but maybe she wants more. Gabby does need to balance her eco out, though. She had like 8 on berries, and she's got a bunch on hunt in the middle. And oh my God, there's a hole as well. Oh my God, there's a hole. This is so bad, Koala. Again, in the group stage, it was like he stomped somebody 3-0. He gets stomped. I don't have all of his results memorized, but this is just how bad Koala is. He's very inconsistent. And Gabby's aggression is always going to be there. Now, is it going to work? It really depends on the quality of the opponent. But this has just been such a rough start for bad Koala. He is getting the Champy Runner upgrade. He is also mixing in some archers here. But Gabby has continued to make the man-at-arms, fearing the Champies. Gabby's picked the Turks for the late game. But not bad right now, because you're making double gold unit, and you do get the gold mining bonus, right? And Gabby falling back. I think she's just concerned. Does anyone else have a really tough time seeing the difference between Champy Scout and Champy Runner? Also looks hilarious when they run the speed of the archers. Slow motion. Yeah, I mean, visually, I can never tell when someone gets the upgrade. It might be because the unit's new. Apparently, it is different. Apparently, they get the shields. Okay, so we have to look at their left arm. Ah, that explains it. I was only looking at their right arm. Shoot. Okay, thanks for the tip. Yeah, look at their left arm. You see the shield. That's how you know they become the runner. I mean, Gabby's on 8 man-at-arms. I don't think anybody was expecting this much infantry. We expected the Champies, but 8 man-at-arms. She's now also going for armor on the man-at-arms with fletching on the archers. Again, eco-efficiency is actually very nice here behind this with the settlements. Can bad Koala get the military numbers and the upgrades to beat this, though? We also have armor and archer attack for bad Koala. I think Gabby's numbers should be superior here. The fight is a little awkward, though. The archers are out of position. The man-at-arms having armor will be nice. And yeah, I think man-at-arms just beat Champy. The issue is the Champy speed, but speed doesn't matter when you have to fight you. Like in this case, Gabby has so much army, bad Koala can't use mobility, because if he tries to use mobility, he's dead. And bad Koala tried to make it chaotic. He tried to make it interesting at the start. Gabby was able to manage it. That was just a really nice job. The early Louvre from Gabby, the early walls from Gabby. The early Champy investment is just super risky, and it hurts your eco. I will also add, while it's been impressive from Gabby, it felt like somebody on Reddit or Twitch chat told bad Koala, oh my God, Tupi ROP, and he didn't actually have the strategy down. I'm not trying to blame Twitch chat or Reddit or anything. I'm just saying, did that look like bad Koala had really labbed that out and practiced it? I don't think so. He eventually got into it. Like, the eco behind was good, but just the settlement in the middle felt very weird to me. It felt like it was way too risky. When you're up against Gabby, I think you need to play more defensive. I think there were just signs of just real awkwardness in Dark Age as well, getting housed a bunch. So either way, I mean, Gabby, perfect start to the series, is 1-2-0. Is up 2-0. And KD was brutal. Eco was smooth. And we'll see if bad Koala can turn it around. Yeah, so I said with the intro to the series, I said that this could either be like a 4-3 or a 4-0. I didn't see a world where bad Koala could get that 4-0 because I think Gabby brings such a nice level and a lot of fight. But honestly, it's 2-0 now for Gabby, and now she's got Incas. I think she's about to show bad Koala what's up here with the Champy Rush. Again, when I saw that Incas received the changes, I immediately lost my mind. I couldn't believe it. That was before I even knew the details on the Champy, but basically having the extra pop space from the houses, it's already 25 pop space. This isn't new. This is what the Incas have had for a long time. And we were already seeing the early barracks builds, but now also you receive that settlement. And the settlements also give you additional population space. So very, very flexible. Very easy to get some early aggression out. And Gabby is going to Champy Rush herself. So didn't work out for Bad Koala with the Tupi. But again, the eco just looked bad behind it. From the basics of the build for me is initially you go 7 to 8 on food. You go for the early barracks. Once you get 7 to 8 on food, you can put 4 villagers onto the straggler trees, and then you can plan for the settlements. But Bad Koala should know, just like Gabby should know in the previous game. You should definitely know. And Tyson says, T90, you don't actually save any wood with new Incas. No, you do. You save a ton of wood. Because before you had to build a lumber camp here, you'd have to build a mill here, you'd have to build a mining camp here, right? And you wouldn't get any population space for it. So that's 300 wood investment for 3 different economic buildings. And no pop space. So now, in theory, you could place a settlement here that counts for 2 economic buildings. Granted, that's inefficient, but still. And you're getting the pop space. So it doesn't sound like a lot of wood, but it's so much, dude. It is so much. It's why I think Incas are... why Incas should probably be banned for the remainder of the tournament, at least for hybrid maps. On closed maps, no, but like the early game flexibility is insanely strong here, so... And here comes the champies. Now, what Gabby did was she brought in her elephants, or I guess boars, really early. Right now, there is a rhino here that Bad Koala hasn't seen. Pushed in some hunt right away. Is going to find the champy. And already has the pre-wall here. Probably planning on 2 more pre-walls there. But Gabby is starting to lose her first champy here. So yeah, decisions to make for Gabby. But she wants Vil damage. The TC's pretty close here, which she doesn't know yet. And, ooh, okay. Well played from Bad Koala. Bad Koala doesn't have Loom, but so far getting away with it. Now it's a hybrid map. Gabby is actually patrolling the shoreline waiting for the dock villager. We'll see if Bad Koala sneaks the dock. But so far, so good for Bad Koala, just like it happened with Gabby before. Yeah, so you're just now getting to the state where you're going to need another house. And this is where I feel the Incas really shine. It's what they can do behind this. But interesting, we have Bad Koala also going for a barracks. So Bad Koala maybe wanting to make militia. And both players looking for the other player's dock. I think you should know, though, that your opponent is never going to have a dock in Gabby's position. Not yet, anyways. Do you see that? She's like, I want a settlement on the wood line. And then she said, ooh, wait a second. I want somewhere where I can take wood and gold. She comes all the way back here. That's the beauty of the settlement. I don't know. While that is nice for the early game, the efficiency of this is still going to be awkward long term, and it is a lot to manage. So the civilization's very strong early. I think there's some downsides later. Repairs for Bad Koala. Gabby's still scouting the shoreline with the champy. She's not really doing much more than just accepting that she's getting some damage here. And this is what's crazy about it, right? Is you're able to click up, you have the barracks, and then you have the settlement, and then you're on the way up. So it's like you go for the early investment. Look at the feudal age time. Compared to the previous game where Bad Koala's eco was a complete disaster. I think Bad Koala actually did a pretty poor job, to be honest, but... And now you could plan on more champies. But he also could just play archers. You also could play dock. Like, there's a lot of different elements of this map to pay attention to. And Gabby is not, because of that, Gabby is not scouting that there's going to be men-at-arms from Bad Koala. Bad Koala's scout is a little weak. Bad Koala really needs to scout around to see what Gabby's up to. I don't know, like, Gabby might need a settlement here. Gabby could easily be spotted in the back. Oh, wait, no, settlement actually found it. Or the settlement didn't find it, sorry. The scout found the settlement. Yeah, Bad Koala hasn't taken that much damage. 5% greater efficient eco with the Romans. Missing the sheep really hurts. And trying to go man-at-arms when you have so little food is a bit of a problem. But here comes Bad Koala with a forward villager as well. And now Gabby is adding even more champies. So we have a no-dock game from both. And Gabby realizing she probably should wall up. She did eventually find the barracks. And both players have a reputation for being aggressive, right? So you just got to play it safe. This is such a nice little spot from Gabby. It might get towered. We'll see. Bad Koala should realize. Bad Koala gets the wall up on the golds. Bad Koala's going forward archer range. And Gabby's going to play defensive archer range. Maybe you just avoid water now because you're so invested into the land attack. I don't even think expanding to water is very realistic. Look at Gabby scouting this game. Here, hold on. Let's see them change into a runner. Okay, so there is a pretty big graphics change. I'm just not used to it yet. So now it's Champy runner. But I love the scouting from her to run around down here. She sees there's no dock here or here. She's at least confirmed that. What she doesn't know, though, is there's a tower coming up here. And there's skirmishers coming. I mean, in theory, she can just always build her own tower here and shoot that tower down. Bad Koala will add an additional man-at-arm. Many of the units there for Gabby are weak, and she's distracted right now. So nice hits. That's not bad. Especially because you can fall back towards the town center, and if Gabby's busy, she'll miss it. Okay, Gabby's going for defensive tower. This actually ends up working perfectly for her. The tower for Bad Koala will go up, but I think she should be able to build this garrison and shoot that tower down. She might need another settlement, though. And her eco's not looking great. Bad Koala has a working wood line. Bad Koala's got the berries. Bad Koala's got farms. I really like Bad Koala's position. So, are we about to see the first pick from both players? Both players going Champy Rush, which, you know, speculation has been is super overpowered and needs nerf. Are we about to see a double Champy loss right now? A nice shot for Bad Koala on the front. Bad Koala does need to defend eventually, though. There are archers here now, which Gabby surprises him with. And Bad Koala can't tower at home anymore. Man-at-arms are over here, though. The blocking from Bad Koala is top tier. Bad Koala kills 2 vills. Ends up killing 3 villagers there. Does lose the tower. And did lose 2 villagers on the front. Oh, yeah, guys. Can you tell they're warmed up now? Let's go. This is a proper Bad Koala Gabby game. This is what was advertised. Both players going aggressive. Both players going crazy. Why are we building a settlement here? Doesn't make any freaking sense. Why are we settling on that side? I guess she doesn't know the wood line's there. She couldn't go this way because the man-at-arms were there last time. But she doesn't know the man-at-arms are on the way home. This is completely random. We've got a random villager walking around down here. We got a random settlement down here. But hey, props to Gabby. She's got a much bigger military number right now, and that counter damage was huge. That's the number one thing you can do against someone when they go forward tower. Her tower now has value for her. Also, tiny detail, but those skirmishers are just attacking the settlement. I don't know if that's a bug with recent patches, but I found that my units will continue to attack enemy buildings instead of attacking the villagers at times. And that's a pretty big deal. You want the army there to disrupt. Gabby gets another villager kill. But, like, Roman's maybe a decent pick here, right? Because you get the additional armor. And we already saw in the previous game that Man-at-Arms could beat the Champies. I wouldn't mind a dock for Bad Koala at some point. There's the villager in the north now. Also, both players need some eco upgrades. But yeah, messy game. So much idle time for Bad Koala inside the TC. Both players just put so much focus. Again, pay attention to the idle TC time. If someone really had the time, I'd encourage them to just add up the total idle TC time in Feudal Age for both players in all these games. I guarantee you we won't even see half of that in the next series. Like, it's just what these two players do. I would say there's 3 players in like the top 3 leagues that are known for having a lot of idle TC time. You got Gabby, you got Bad Koala. The other one would probably be Dragonstar in Platinum League. Yeah, these 2 players are special. Gabby sees the range is here. Gabby will try and wall it in. Weirdly enough, her military unit could block that wall. Which is a bit of an issue, actually. Yo, Champy. Champy! Move your... Okay, all right. Champy gets out of the way. Skirmisher is now permanently stuck into the archery range, which is kind of funny. But the villagers are still exposed. Meanwhile, villagers are exposed here, though. And meanwhile, we got a dock there from Bad Koala. Gabby is down here attacking a crocodile. Oh my god, man. This is exactly what I wanted today. Finally. I was so worried we weren't going to get this type of game after the first two. This is just what they do. It just falls into chaos every single time. I mean, and it's just full adaptation mode. I don't even know what you do except produce more villagers, produce more army, and be better. Like, there's so many different areas to attack. For Gabby, she loses an archer to the skirmisher that's stuck inside the archer range. She's regretting this settlement right now, and she's microing over here. I do think the archer count is kind of key for her, but that's a lot of man-at-arms, and she loses another archer. There's also a lot of skirms. So I really think it's the early game with Incas that's really solid. It's like, if you could master the Champy, then that's where they're very strong. But now the settlements feel very clunky for me. Which is why I feel bad for the devs, because, you know, they come out with the new DLC, and I really think they didn't try and make this DLC super overpowered. But, you know, the civs drop off a little bit, or maybe even a lot of bit at a certain stage. So I think that's why they wanted to give them that early game flexibility. We've got blue dots in red space. We've got red dots at blue space. I mean, welcome to the show here. But Bad Koala Research Town Watch. Gabby, I think, can't keep up with the chaos. She doesn't see her archers are back there. She's still being attacked over here, guys. And losing those archers is painful. Bad Koala is starting to warm up. And Gabby, unsure on what military units to make, honestly. So, outpost down here from Bad Koala. Look how open the map is right now. But super easy to make a mistake if you're Bad Koala, so... I still think the archers should basically sneak for counter damage if you're Gabby, and then the champions should just use mobility. You just try and avoid this army. So if she plays tower defense in a bunch of positions, it could be really strong. She will go for a tower here. Look, she's attempting to sneak with the archers. And she does have the champions there. Here comes Bad Koala with some villagers, though. Bad Koala wants his own tower. Of course he does. Hey, we got our first fishing ship and our first Hawk. Let's go, baby. Let's go. And random man-at-arms. This is what happens. They have so much military, they just forget about half of it. Also, archer range is producing archers again because they're free. And I think Bad Koala is actually coming back for this wood line. This is a really important area. I think having the 5% greater efficiency and having that extra tankiness on the man-at-arms makes all the difference here. And here come the vills from Bad Koala. Yeah, this is huge. Towering the farms, arguably more important than towering the woodline. Gabby saw the vills, and now she'll go for her own tower. But that tower's going up, though. That's the thing. And she's still really busy. And yeah, Gabby's starting to get nervous, maybe. The nerves, for me, get the highest when you feel like you're gonna win the tournament set sometimes. Like, at least if you still feel like the level's really close. If you're confident that you're just way better, then maybe the nerves aren't there. But that's not often the case for me. So when you're in this position where you're like, oh god, I should do this, I should win this now, that's where you're like, ooh. The struggle's real. Archer was probably told to go into that tower, but the tower was already full with villagers. The man-at-arms are moving away. Gabby could quick wall this. Still, though, the man-at-arms are still running around, and she can't really micro the archers at the same time. She also towered down here. And Bad Koala's back. Bad Koala brings the man-at-arms back in. And just repairs the tower and gets right back inside. And I think this is a fight you'll take if you're Bad Koala. I know you're near a town center and a tower, but it's lots of idle time for Gabby. She's trying to farm around settlements that are walled up and surrounded by 3 towers right now. She's going for quick walls, but her eco is just non-existent. And I think Bad Koala has got the perfect, or has had the perfect response here. T90, should AoE2 be balanced for the professional or casual scene? Well, both. I think it's possible to do it for both, but I don't think you could be making critical balance decisions because of 300 elo players, you know? But I think both. I think there needs to be a fine balance. But I think right now, Gabby's eco is not finely balanced. We have more towers than working farmers right now. She's got 6 towers. And I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 farmers there. And she's about to get towered again. on some of her farms. This is all before Bad Koala even checks the stone, which I imagine Bad Koala is going to do. Bad Koala also does notice the villagers down here finally. And well played to Bad Koala, man. So wait a second, guys. I thought that champies were so OP it was just game over at the start. That's what I was led to believe. Is that not the case? Wow, there's counterplay? Really? Interesting. All right. Well, Doubt, I was talking to Doubt, and Doubt is like, I can't believe that everyone's saying the Champy are OP. He's like, I can't believe it. Of all the things in the game, he's like, it's insane to me that people just want to ban it and not play it. Like, don't even get Doubt started. It really bothers him. Doubt thinks that there's some counterplay to it. Clearly, the previous game and this game, a little bit of counterplay. But you know, I'm kind of in the middle. I'm more so joking just to rile people up. I think it can be very strong if well executed, but if not well executed, it ends up looking pretty poor. And there's a lot to be said about a lot of strategies that are like that in AoE 2. And GG, Bad Koala gets a win. Yeah, like everyone knew the champions were coming. Bad Koala had the villagers walled up. He went for Man-at-Arms. It's the same thing that Gabby just did. Gabby just showed him the blueprint. Play Man-at-Arms against it. I like the forward range. I know that the range ended up getting... I think he deleted it, actually. Did he delete it? I don't know what exactly happened to it. But anyways, I like the idea and I like the tower because it just puts so much pressure on Gabby. And it's the first time in the series where Gabby was actually receiving some pressure. The first two games, it was just all Gabby murdering Bad Koala. Finally, some counterplay, and then you can see Bad Koala's adaptability. So that's what I expect from the series, right? This should be like gloves off, back and forth boxing duel. Finally, it happens, and maybe for Bad Koala, he's awake now. He could be like Mr. Yo, where he gets stronger the longer the series goes on. All right. So in the previous game, we had the Champions, and we had Chaos. I really hope we get an hour banger here. This could be crazy. I expect towers. I expect infantry. We got Dravidians versus Japanese. Both these civilizations are top tier at going for infantry. And then you also have the water aspect, which we, of course, had in the previous game, but you couldn't take advantage of in the same way. I'm going to change the colors again. My bad. We got Bad Koala in the red, and we got Gabby in the blue. And I consider this matchup to be 50-50. No more speculating on Champy this, Champy that. Dravidians, Japanese. The only time I think it swings pretty massively is maybe in the very late stages. But even then, I think Japanese can compete. I think the weakness that Japanese have would be they do not get bomber cannon. But we rarely see the Imperial Age on this map because there's so much aggression that can be dished out. I've talked about it. What I would like to see is the lumber camp placement near the gold. That way you can place a defensive tower. So Bad Koala should probably take the wood line here, and then you have the golds here. And for Gabby, she unfortunately doesn't have that same option with the closer wood line. I guess technically a tower does still help defend, but there is another gold over here. But I think they're both going to be pushing in their hunts at the start. No real chaos. I think since you only have one rhino, players will always spend their scout time to push in some res. And then they'll use that food to go for Man-at-Arms. So. Sabaru says, T90, can Champy civs even deviate from rush/early pressure? If they can't afford to deviate, then wouldn't it make them predictable, allowing counterplay? Okay, see, I read your words. It made sense. But for whatever reason, I need to reread them to understand what you mean. Can Champy civs even deviate from rush/early pressure? I mean, they don't... Are you asking, do they... Like, can they transition out of it? I mean, they absolutely can. You can transition to more defensive play. You can do a lot. Yeah, you don't even have to go for the early champies. Like, the nature of the settlements is that you could still... Maybe what ends up happening is people are expecting the champy play. You could just not, and you could go for really flexible options. Like, everyone's talking about the champies with the new civs, but there's so many other bonuses that people got excited about initially. Just haven't seen them yet. Weird decision from Gabby. I don't know if this is needed. Okay, well, Bad Koala gets housed, so that's why he's getting loom. But Gabby actually researching loom and sending the villagers out to the dock. I think she was concerned that she would lose the villagers to a drush or something. Previous game, we did have the militia. Typically, if you're going to dock out here and you send 2 vills, you don't need loom because 2 villagers can't get sniped by the scout. And then if you're going to send 1 vill, you can get loom, so you have 2 different options there. So she kind of did both, but she's walling up here, and Gabby will still go for big early feudal age pressure. And the dock is up for both. T90, how many demolition ships does it take to take down a TC? I don't know. Especially since they changed demos. But you could technically demolition ship the TC here. But no, seriously, it's an underrated play. I've been frustrated to see players not think of it. It's one of those things that once it happens and from one high-level player, then everyone is going to do it. But if the game is even in Castle Age and they both have their navy upgrades and are fighting on water and doing everything else, a dock here and some war galleys is really strong. Or even if you're siege pushing, let's say, you need to be scared that if the opponent docks, they could come out with a demo. But docking the middle has no economic benefit right now. That's just for later in the game. Gabby's still pushing in all her food. She's correct to expect the barracks. Bad Koala's already on the way up. And Bad Koala did a little pass by and saw the wood line as well. So Bad Koala knows. All right, chat. Let's try and get a prediction on a couple things here. Prediction 1. What is the collective idle TC time going to be by the time they both make it to Castle Age? Previous game, it was insane. I mean, we didn't get to Castle Age. Previous game, there was multiple minutes of idle TC for both. Here, there's more food eco. So you might want to say a big number because of what happened before, but there is actually more food eco. We have someone saying 6 minutes, 420, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 seconds. Well, we're already at 13 seconds, so 10 seconds doesn't do it. I'm going to go with... I'm going to say this is going to be a relatively clean game for both of them, and I'm going to say 4 minutes and 52 seconds. But then the other thing I wanted to ask is how many towers are we going to see? Because here comes Bad Koala already. Bad Koala forward villager time. But Gabby has gone full walls. Gabby has not gone for infantry at all. Gabby's going for an additional dock, so clearly she wants to play the water approach. And Bad Koala is aware the gold is there and is already building a tower. I feel like if you're going to play the way Gabby has played here, you need to have a more secure base. But, ooh, she's found this. Now, Bad Koala should garrison the fishing ships, and the dock... Oh my god, I would be so mad, man. That he got the quick wall down, and the game said no, because melee units can hit over a full tile sometimes with their wind-up. Anyways, remember, you can garrison your fishing ships there, which is something that you could have maybe done for some counterplay. Meanwhile, Gabby's like, I should probably just double-check. So he researches Town Watch, I think. She's now built the outpost. There's a tower going up, and the man-at-arms are here. So congratulations on the villager kill there, Gabby. Maybe Gabby will end up killing some fishing ships, but this is a lot of pressure. And Bad Koala sees the tower and is still just casually building the archer range with one villager right next to it. We'll drop a palisade wall just in case Gabby comes to rush this down. What I don't like for Bad Koala, though, is your archer range is not being built. So are you going to build that range here or not? Gabby's done the right thing. She knows her opponent. Here come the Hawks now. It's Japanese fishing ships, though, so they should be able to survive. And again, it's so critical now with the new change that you have to garrison your dock. Yeah, there's the garrison. Should be really tough for Gabby. But Gabby's still denying the range. I think she's losing everything on water while she's denying the range. And she still has to be careful because she's gone too far. And Bad Koala says, yeah, no, you don't. Kills the villager. And guys, we already have a minute of idle TC time. I've noticed Bad Koala getting housed a lot. Getting housed way more than you would really want a high-level player to have. But I guess the idea is to house the opponent. Gabby's been so late to land pressure. It's so unlike her. I would have expected archers or something. And she hasn't killed the fish yet. So that's kind of the worst part about it. It's not like she's investing on the 2 docks that she has a lot of fishing ships. Or she's really got a lot of value. And I would argue Bad Koala does have a lot of value with this position. Archer range is up. Archers are on the way. There's the range from Gabby. And she's just running away with her Hawk. But she will get hawked. And she will lose the Hawk there. I'm going to assume that she'll end up defending. But she doesn't have the benefit of Japanese fishing ships. And more Hawks at home for Bad Koala. Just holding. And forward Blacksmith as well. Now, I think that it's a no-brainer decision for Bad Koala as Japanese with cheap mining camps to place 2 villagers on stone. You're going to need more towers in this game. That doesn't happen. Gabby will find a counterattack usually. Hawk v Hawk down here. Gabby still has the superior navy. But fletching is on the way now for Bad Koala as we now see Gabby going for a second range. I don't mind that. Because you go second range here because you were behind to the first. Hawk v Hawk, the engagement's going Gabby's way, so the fish still surviving. And then down here, Gabby's Hawk numbers finally paying off. And Bad Koala needs to garrison. Okay, garrisons, and then also has 2 new Hawks arrive. And meanwhile, Gabby's woodline is getting disrupted here. And Gabby lost her Hawk there. Oh, that could be rough. Yeah, just the ability to defend with the new water changes is so strong. And Bad Koala's done a really nice job there. Gabby's woodline is so inefficient. We'll check the worker efficiency. It's been 58% last minute for Gabby. Just because Bad Koala's been sitting behind the woodline here. And you need wood, right? She'll move out to this woodline now. But I think a counterattack for Gabby could eventually be very strong. If these units get in, though, it might just be over. So it was the perfect start from Gabby, but I think Bad Koala has woken up. He's killing all the fish. The Hawk surviving there was huge. He's killing this villager as well. Oh, man, that's so rough for Gabby. She doesn't have any advantages now. And, guys, I could see the nerves. Look at the 10 villagers in queue. It's always good to queue villagers, but I think when a player over queues, it's because they're just so freaking all over the place. Oh, God, we've got... Okay, she'll wall up the archer range. But everything else is looking so poor. Again, if now Bad Koala could just play safe at home, plan on a tower in here, he's fine. But what's going to happen is, because I could see the future, I promise you. What's going to happen is, he's not going to do it because he's Bad Koala. He's going to forget that there's no vills around the TC, and garrisoning there won't kill army. And Gabby's going to get through with something. That's just my feeling. Gabby's desperate now. Like, she has taken some big damage. This is probably... I probably shouldn't make this joke, but, you know, the eco KD for a second there was 7-1. You know, very uncomfortable feeling. Now it's 8-1, or 1-8, which is much better for the Brazilians, to be honest. But here come the archers and the skirms. I really think Gabby's going to try and run in. At least for Bad Koala, he's brought the man-at-arms home. Okay, and he's making more army and does have armor, so it's not like Bad Koala has nothing. I'm sorry, guys. I shouldn't have made the 7-1 joke. It's still too soon. Also, every time I make that, there's always someone who's like, points out how crap the United States is in football compared to Brazil. And you're not wrong. It's just an easy joke to make. I'm so sorry. Look at how good a job Bad Koala's done, though. He's stabilized on water, and now he's fishing. Which, Gabby was aggressive on water, didn't find the kills, and also didn't add the fish. And lost her own fish. But when you go man-at-arms like this, you do spend a lot of food. And with the amount of range units that Gabby has, I'm not really sure that the additional man-at-arms have done enough. We do have archer ranges at home for Bad Koala. He still has the forward one, but that one's been neutralized and walled in. And Bad Koala is out here on stone, so probably some towers, also mixing in the skirms. But this is where I like Dravidians, because Dravidians have the faster firing skirms. Bombay says, I thought we were talking about Yo versus Viper. No, that was 4-0. That wasn't 7-1. We're talking different things here. I don't know. Like, I think the additional man-at-arms are not doing it. Gabby's got a lot of archers. Gabby's coming with the counter. There's no preemptive tower here from Bad Koala. think there's enough here where maybe the tower completes. But they also take some losses. Meanwhile, the Man-at-Arms are on the wood line. Gabby will lose another villager. Maybe 2 more. And then there's still the activity on water to pay attention to. Gabby's got the Hawks there. Tower completes. Gabby didn't end up losing a Vill. Oh, and Bad Koala is making a demo. But man, I swear, like, I just knew that this was going to be exposed. I just knew. And I shouldn't know, guys. Like, I know Silver League isn't gold and isn't platinum, but like, these players know how to play this game very well. And it's just these tiny little decisions on this map that are so important. Gabby's got nice range unit count. Bad Koala now has to fight back with some villagers. And it's such an awkward fight because the Dravidian skirms fire faster. Well played from Gabby. A beautiful recovery here. It's not pretty. But if she could click up to Castle Age and upgrade these units, she can definitely win this game. And Bad Koala is letting this one slip away right now. Just because he couldn't lock down the land army. And maybe went a little too heavy on water. Oh man, it's just so messy. Now Gabby using the market as well, which is perfect in the messy games. If you're not going to have a clean game, use the market. Bad Koala will do the same right now. But man, I just feel like Bad Koala's position could be so much stronger. And Bad Koala is starting to lose some fishing ships as well. What a recovery from Gabby. So yeah, the double range was a great play. And making skirmishers initially and then immediately hard switching to archers completely countered the additional man-at-arms. Bad Koala was thinking that going man-at-arms and armor would work because it was skirms, but when you have the archers in there too and there's this many of them, it's very strong. Now, there's even a random villager up here that will get sniped. The fishing ships are actually running out of fish down here. I think Bad Koala might be dead. But, you know, in true this series fashion, the second I think Bad Koala might be dead, Bad Koala will actually get a really good fight, and Gabby's going to lose all of her archers, which is not acceptable. You need to keep your archers alive, and, well, you know, it's just how the series has gone. Bad Koala has finally used the market. Bad Koala still has lots of stones, so could play towards towers and castles, which Gabby can't. Yeah, and this entire army will be traded off. Not bad. Fishing ships are still fishing down here, so it's not like they're not working. And yeah, what is Gabby going to do now on the next stage? So try to sneak some archers down here, but skirmishers will be around to track it. Gabby has just lost her entire army. Welcome to Bad Koala and Gabby. Usually, it's like the chaos is from one player, and then the other person's reacting and trying to defend from it. But they're both just straight chaos, and so it's just extremely scrappy. Gabby will go for the siege workshop in hopes of pressuring the stone. I don't think she's expecting that Bad Koala has enough for a castle already. Gabby for food eco has everything on berries, no fishing ships, no farms. So she really doesn't have a lot of food. Also, the outside area is blocked off by some hawks. She is still attempting to pressure the water to kill, but I think there's just too much from Bad Koala now. Bad Koala has 11 hawks. It should kill there. And Bad Koala running at the skirmishers with the feudal age skirms sees the siege workshop. Bad Koala just needs to build a safe castle. No castle underneath the siege workshop. Just build a safe castle. And Bad Koala is going to build a forward castle. Because, you know, what are safe castles? Anyways, defense is overrated. I don't know why I keep expecting defensive measures. We don't have any towers except for that one tower. We're going to go castle here. All right. Well, it's not... It could certainly be more aggressive. That's an amazing castle, though. It protects those golds. And now Gabby's under pressure to move this way. And she will do so. And Bad Koala is walling his own villagers in. And there's a hole. I swear to God, man. Just tower here. I knew this crap was going to happen. I just knew it. I knew it. Because it is so unlike Bad Koala... Or so unlike Bad Koala to properly defend. Castle goes up. It doesn't immediately pressure Gabby. Samurai are going to run home. Skirms and mangonels could get some great value. Now Bad Koala's got to abandon that area. Bad Koala actually losing some fish as he's winning water. But oh my goodness, man. Okay. Stable from Gabby. She's Dravidians, by the way. This civilization doesn't get knights, and she is building a stable in the opponent's base. Make it make sense. You can't. It's just chaotic energy that these two bring. Mangonel is weak. Mangonel actually ends up surviving for Bad Koala, and Bad Koala can kill off the two villagers that were building the stable. I don't know why we're building a Dravidian stable anyways, but welcome to the series. Now, this castle means that Gabby can never go this way, but she does have good farming eco, and she's still killing a lot with the Scurbs. Like, Bad Koala cannot keep up with this. And Bad Koala's eco is absolute crap. Like, the 4 fishing ships are finally they have a new dock. But, if Bad Koala can defend, you've got a castle in one area. You can then play, like, siege and towers elsewhere. You've got the water, which is really valuable long-term. It should be able to prevent Gabby from escaping, but Gabby actually has an opportunity here. So if Gabby goes 3 TCs and transitions into farms, which she's doing, if she maybe finds some of the stuff on the outside, I mean, there's lots of potential here. But she does need to defend from Mangonel's Samurai and Skirmishers. I don't think Bad Koala is... Oh, no, he does see it. He's tracking the Skirmishers very nicely. And Mangonels from Gabby have to come home. But new Mangonels will be tough to justify out of that Siege Workshop with the Mangonels there. There's a lot happening here. Bad Koala needs to pay attention. Oh, that's sick. What's especially sick about that attack rounds is he's already camping the Siege Workshop. And he also is defended from the skirms. So, yeah, I think Bad Koala is really starting to hit his groove here, hit his stride. And Gabby just doesn't have the same amount of experience. And she hasn't been able to take non-stop initiative like she was the first 2 games. Basically, the first 2 games, it felt like Bad Koala was immediately dead. But now... I mean, Bad Koala's got 11 Samurai. Mangonel's on the hill. Again, deletes his forward archer range because he's accidentally producing from it. Gabby's skirmishers are still microing over here because, of course, they are. She needs some counter damage, but she also needs some defense. And I don't know what you do against the Samurai. Samurai are actually insane in this position. Oh! Villagers are getting hawked as well. Yikes. I mean, for Gabby, she needs wood. The forward stable's still sitting there. She could delete that, maybe. She is still microing these skirms. These skirms have freaking 10 eco kills, 17 total kills. It's impressive. But her eco is just in shambles at the moment. I love it, though. Like, she's gone around this wood line 4 times. She might end up killing the whole wood line. And, okay, there's the elephant. So she will go for the elephant to clear up the siege because she feels she has no choice. The samurai will slice up the vills, though. There is a monk there to convert the elephant, so she has to delete it. Don't worry, though, guys. She's still got the skirms. Bad Koala's killing her everywhere else, but she is hard focused on microing the skirms. Skirms have 24 kills. Everything else is dying, but the skirms are still moving. Gabby is somehow ahead in eco, but she is going to start losing her town centers. And her villagers are not working at all. Villagers are like Twitch chat right now. 46% worker efficiency last minute. And honestly, the numbers are going to dip. Both for the stream and for Gabby. Because this is... Guys, this is getting even more exciting. So naturally, you guys are going to pay less attention to your work. Nobody likes Tuesdays anyways. Do you guys feel called out? It was just meant to be a joke. It wasn't meant to be that serious. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make you feel guilty for hanging out, okay? I appreciate you guys. Whether it's you being lazy or, you know, or what, I don't care. I appreciate you guys being here. Gabby is super dead. It's about to be 2-2. Woo! My God. I mean, what's happening in this series, man? Again, like, I think Bad Koala in back-to-back games has actually applied pressure to Gabby, and she has not been able to keep up with the multitasking. And so with that in mind, I think Gabby's approach, it didn't feel the best for me. Like, just knowing that Bad Koala is probably going to tower you and play Man-at-Arms and not playing into army a little bit faster, I think is the downside. I do think she did a nice job of recovering. The key moment in the game for me was when she lost her archers before having the upgrades. Rika was just at the point to go Castle Age, but not good enough where she could really do a lot to recreate an army like that. But holy, guys, in this silver playoff right now, it's 2-2. And hopefully we get 7 games. We are actually going to have some maps with some stone walls. Maybe some villager shenanigans as well with Zimbabwe. But yeah, more wood collected, more food collected, more gold collected, and more stone. So, GG. All right, guys, welcome. We've got Gabby and Bad Koala, game 4. Or, sorry, 5. And apparently I can't count. I don't know what to make of this series except to say that at least the aggressor has won so far. Gabby was aggressive the first 2 games. She went full YOLO and Feudal Age, pretty much decided the game. We have not had very long games because the losing players have crumbled under the pressure. Bad Koala responded as well, dominated in Feudal Age, held on in Castle Age. Wait, how many games have even made it to Castle Age? Game 1 didn't. Game 2 didn't. Game 3 didn't. And Game 4 did. So we've had 1 game make it to Castle Age. And then we've had other sets in these best of 7s where every game has gone imp. It's so wild, the differences between the player styles. Bad Koala's playing the Lithuanians. And Gabby's playing Koreans. I feel like Koreans are the more standard pick here. I'm just thinking about this. Certainly when it comes to the Navy, Koreans are one of the best civs in the game right now. They have the upgraded turtles. They have the towers for around this map, which could be hugely valuable. So I definitely prefer Koreans, but the Koreans might need to survive because I expect Bad Koala to be aggressive again. Oh, shoot, colors. I'm sorry, guys. We put Gabby in the blue. Gabby's down here. Bad Koala's in the red. T90, is there a noise in this game that you hate hearing? I hate the sounds farm make when you don't have wood to reseed them. Oh, God, don't even get me started. Well, I mean, from just like pure anxiety, I hate the house noise. I think if I couldn't wake up, if I was having issues with waking up to alarms, I would probably change my alarm noise to the house noise. It bothers me so much, right? Getting housed is one of the worst things in this game. So that little noise, or, well, that wasn't it, but you know the noise. That's frustrating. Some of the animals they've added to the game really bother me. Remember when they added chickens and the chickens would never shut up? Bok, 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 bok. They ended up quieting the chickens in the later patch. I'm still getting used to some of the new animals they've added. Like some of these, like some of the llamas and the capybaras, they're pretty cute and they also sound all right. But yeah, some of the screeching that's involved, it's a little too immersive for me. I'm like, can we just not? Interesting dock position from Gabby. I've never seen anyone dock here. Usually people dock the very back, or they dock the very middle. But right now, Bad Koala is looking for that dock, but Gabby's going to dock this side. I mean, there's fish around. You can still get value from it, but it's just interesting. And Gabby also scouting, and we'll see the dock position for Bad Koala. But yeah, Town Bell also bothers me. There's a very long list of noises that bother me. And Bad Koala in the playoff says 1 boar, question mark. And Gabby says yes, and Bad Koala says thank you. Well, that's Bad Koala for you. We're in a freaking best of 7 playoff for Gold League. This dude just shows up. He doesn't know exactly what he's getting into. Are you kidding me? You don't know the resources on the map? Can someone please look at Liquipedia and tell me if he ever played Seychelles in the group stage? I mean, that's hilarious, but also it also frustrates me because there's people, you have people like Bad Koala who don't know how many boars are on the map, and then you have other people who they've been training every day like 4 to 5 hours. Here he comes with the villager for Bad Koala. Gabby did respond, which is very nice. Bad Koala, this is Bad Koala things. You'd never see this from other players. He's vibing, you know? It's not perfect gameplay. It's idle gameplay. It's random gameplay. But there is one thing for sure. Bad Koala knows that he has some economic issues. So he goes out to kill the opponent, man. And actually, oh, that's such an important moment. Because he's confused. He hasn't seen the dock anywhere. You start with the transport, right? So he's looking. And he has not found Gabby. Oh, my God. This is insane. This is so... It's 2-2. They're both building a barracks right next to each other. It feels perfect. Koreans do have more villager line of sight. So Gabby got to see that. And Gabby's hoping to deny this. I think this barracks should complete. As long as he just max clicks, it should be fine. Scout might come over from Gabby to kill the villager. And Bad Koala's now, oh, you got a barracks too. Okay. They're both going to make militia. There goes the villager. Bad Koala will be in feudal age faster, but Gabby's got the scout here, and Bad Koala's quick walls. Well done so far. Ooh, really well done. And has to hit all the palisades, and then this could get dangerous for Gabby, guys, because she's later to feudal. The scout is also here. Villager still alive as well is really good for Bad Koala as long as he gets the repairs. Wow. Okay, chat's confirmed Bad Koala never played this in group stage. Okay, so it's probably the first time he's ever played the map. Let's be real. But he's adapting nicely. Taking building the mill there on the shorefish is really nice. Save the villager. That's a free militia kill as well. That's really good. And I'm wondering how Gabby transitions her economy, because she also only added 2 fishing ships. The dock has also been spotted too, which means Bad Koala could maybe go for a forward dock. It's a very nice start for Bad Koala. Still could add fishing ships in the middle. Technically, Gabby should be trying to disrupt the fish there, and Bad Koala should be trying to disrupt the fish here. I think for Gabby, because of the history of the series now, she's going to be extremely paranoid that there's a sneak villager, but the villager's actually just going home. And Bad Koala is housed at the moment. But, yeah, chaotic. And, I mean, we'll see if Bad Koala finds the damage. Gabby needs the quick walls. Archers are already out. And it is going to be an archer round. Oh my God, Gabby killed the Vill. She was mad, dude. She was mad about that villager. Nice snipe. Uh-oh. Villager's on the wrong side of the wall here, though. The man-at-arms are here. I think we might see Bad Koala just run right by. Man, his micro's so good, though. That was such a nice block. That's not easy to do. That's why he can compete, because he makes lots of army. His micro's really good with it. Fights that back there. Gabby did get a mill up for additional fish. No middle dock for her. We have 4 fishing ships for Bad Koala. Could continue to add more. Honestly, I think both players should consider it. But I don't know. I think Gabby is adding a Hulk because she's assuming Bad Koala will attack her on water. It didn't actually happen, though. So the Hulk doesn't add anything for this moment. She will also dock the middle. I think being off of these 3 shorefish is really painful. That's a very fast 600 food. That's already been coming in for Bad Koala. And Bad Koala is now building the mill on the berries and the food here too. And bringing the skirmishers forward. Will kill off the scout. Still has the man-at-arms. And Gabby can't really move out with the archers. I think in the previous game, both players are missing double bid-axe. We've seen a lot of late eco upgrades and a lot of idle TC time, guys. Pretty much everyone who saw these players in their groups groaned when they saw the group going into Silver League, because they were just like, oh my God, we're going to have random villagers in our base. I think like for the really clean players in AoE2, you look at players like Gabby and Bad Koala, and you feel like in theory you should beat them because you have clean economy, but the chaos just works so well. This is where you get down to Silver League, especially with certain styles, and because the execution's not perfect, there's a lot more back and forths, and there is a lot more swings, which just makes it so entertaining. Not to imply that the highest level isn't entertaining, of course, but it's just like a completely different game. That's what I like about AoE 2, is you could look at 300 elo, 900 elo, 1200 elo, 2300 elo for these two, and it's just a completely different experience. And the example is Platinum League would never be surprised by this, right? But right now, 2-2, Bad Koala is focused on everything else, and Bad Koala is going to get completely surprised and lose the fishing ships. Meanwhile, Gabby still doesn't know that there's a dock from Bad Koala on the outside, so they're both going to pressure the other's fishing ships. There might not be any fishing ships soon. And really, if they're both going to lose their fish, because Gabby still hasn't moved out and she really needs to, I want to know what the farm count looks like, and Bad Koala's got the farms. So at least there's a couple farm transitions. Because you are going to need other ways to get food income. And finally, Gabby moves out. But she will just full clear the water. Bad Koala, he completely forgot to protect his fish in the middle. He's still just focused on all of this. His Hawk here did also kill the fishing ships, though. So killed the 3 fishing ships. And this will be... I guess Bad Koala can save the fish. So they're not dead yet. But for now, there's no working fishing ships on the map. Yeah, this is gold in the middle. You can take the oysters for gold with fishing ships if you want. But man, yeah, Gabby needs to get a better wood line. He's had to take the wood line over here. So the old school style from Bad Koala would go heavy spear, heavy skirm. The opponent would play heavy skirm to stabilize. And then he would go full knights with like forward siege workshop, forward monastery. That's what he really likes to do. I could see that happening. Oh, Gabby's sneaking though with some archers. It does feel like Bad Koala was sensing that though. Amazing game sense to have some skirmishers at home, to be honest. And these are Lithuanian skirms, so the skirms are faster than the archers. So as long as the micro is good here, that should be 3 kills. Nice play from Gabby, though, to get the eco snipes. And Bad Koala's micro is not always perfect. And Bad Koala's fighting uphill there. The skirmishers for Gabby are going. And yeah, you could just tell. Right now, Gabby's looking here. And Bad Koala's looking here. Both players are getting nice kills. Nice clear up for Gabby, though. I think she'll take that. I think it's unlike the previous game where she's super hard committed to archers. So losing those archers is fine. Still, though, Bad Koala's ahead in the resources collected. Overall worker efficiency has been 2% ahead this game. But Gabby's getting some eco upgrades, and Gabby's still keeping herself in this. It definitely feels like both players just need a market every single game because they're playing so messy. Balancing out the resources with the market would make a lot of sense. Gabby's skirms chasing down the skirms that chased her archers back. Luckily, though, the skirms for Bad Koala are a bit faster. And Gabby, no fish on the outside. Militia just chilling out at home here. This guy's name is Frank. Frank's had a tough life, so he's just going to stay at home. But Bad Koala's up. Bad Koala is clicked up anyways. 2.5 minutes away from the next stage, and Gabby is still at 200 food. She will place a dock over here. Did Bad Koala see that with the transport ship? No, he didn't. But it's a bit random for Gabby, but she needs some randomness right now. She needs some type of control. I worry for her because she has skirms, but if the skirms move out, they just die to 1 night now. Like, the timing on getting the value from the skirms is not really there. Bad Koala is adding the fish, getting the fishing lines upgrade, which increases the efficiency. Bad Koala is still holding the water in the middle. Bad Koala is even getting foraging now, which applies to the scouts and also the hawks. So it doesn't actually help a feudal age hawk v hawk battle. It's still a good upgrade to help and can help you later on. Credit to Bad Koala. Like, I thought his prep was bad, but he has played this map. Even if it's the first time he's played the map, he's playing like an absolute beast. He's playing really well. Like, Gabby just can't stop him now. I could see town centers in the near future. I could see a full clear here. I could see a full clear in the middle. Oh, losing the fish, though. That's bad. That's really bad. Nice shot from Gabby. Yeah, Bad Koala was quick walling here, and Bad Koala loses all the fishing ships. So, and now only the fishing eco on the outside. But, I mean, having the fishing eco on the outside is still more than Gabby has. And, oh, man, that is horrible to see if you're Gabby. You see your opponent is in Castle Age and you haven't even clicked up after you've lost 2 games in a row. Market, she'll balance out the res. She needs to fall back. She needs to hold. But it's a lot of time for Bad Koala to cook. We've got the medium warships upgrade. And it's so important to win water against Koreans before the Koreans can build their turtle ships. Taking down this dock is going to be extremely valuable. Light cap for the map. Control to patrol around and snipe villagers from Gabby. I think eventually Gabby can play Fire Lancer. Gabby does have 1 tower. Maybe needs to drop another tower. But, guys, it's just not looking very crisp and clean for her. No, Frank! Frank! Frank, run! Okay, Frank is safe. I don't know if anything else is going to be safe for Gabby, though. Bad Koala understands the new water bonuses now. So Iron Casting for the Hulks, plus the medium warships upgrade, means he'll completely dominate water. The Lycav and the Skirmishers are here, and Gabby... It has been so brutal economically the last couple games. Just the transitions, guys. Like, transitioning into the farms and the fish, all the things you need to do after the opening has not been there. And it's because Bad Koala's aggression adds up. Like, the early Man-at-Arms just kept her on the defensive. She can't be on the offensive anymore. Lycav's a really nice choice, too, because you're going to lose units if you're Bad Koala. There'll be some spears around and some towers, but it doesn't cost any gold. And Gabby going for a counterattack, though. At least she is trying something. Counterattack with the archers is kind of classic Gabby, but Bad Koala paying attention, and the Knight will clear that up. Second town center will go up. Lycav and Knights are here, too. More villagers have gone down. Bad Koala isn't taking down this dock, so maybe Gabby will add a turtle at some point. But Bad Koala adding more and more fishing ships now. I think you're just seeing the experience. Chat, is my mic fine? Is my mic fine? I think I'm getting one guide. Is audio good? Are we good? Everything's fine? Okay, I got one guide. Thank you. So, this is what you do. This is not exciting, but if you're Gabby, you just stop moving out, and you just turtle. And you play defense, because your Civ is the better late game Civ. I think dropping town centers, playing Fire Lancers and Monks, and just hoping to get to Imperial Age with some towers to retake the water is more than fine here. I do think the Lithuanians actually struggle. I'm not familiar with their water tech tree. Okay, so they don't get the upgraded Hawks. They do get Fast Fire. They do get Galleon. And they don't get Heavy Demo. I mean, they don't get Shipwright. I mean, there's all these bonuses that you really want for naval civs, and Lithuanians are just not that civ. So, I think it's fine for Gabby, but I'm just seeing, like, she always has the need to make army, and I'm seeing signs of panic. Like, there is nothing happening here, and she's dropping a tower. And, oh, man, she's been spotted on the left side as well by Bad Koala, who's up to 12 fishing ships, guys. Also has the first relic, also is on 3 TCs. Could easily be a 4 TC game as well. But it will be a fight back with pikemen, fire lancers, and skirms. Bad Koala will have to have an answer. And Gabby is sneaking a dock up as well, probably for some turtle ships. Yeah, like, just an outpost. We know, like, everybody knows. Gabby rewatches this. She knows she didn't need that tower. But, like, in the moment, you're nervous because you don't have the experience and because it matters so much and because it's so crazy. And you do weird things, right? You guys understand that. I mean, it's easy to just make odd decisions in this game in general, but then you combine the tournament aspect to it and the pressure and, like, the viewers and the fans, and then it's just, well, here we are. I do feel like Gabby's got potential with her army as long as she takes good engagements. If she can take down the monks, move in with more pikemen, this could be really strong. Doesn't quite have the pike numbers that she would want to snowball the fight, unfortunately. It was actually nice. She sniped some monks, which is good value, but I think it's still enough time for Bad Koala to hold. Bad Koala could just drop a TC there. Knights are still running around over here as well from Bad Koala. There's also going to be the turtle ships from Gabby on the outside. She's also starting with the towers. But again, the eco is the issue. I need Gabby to get that third town center down, and then you just hold. You're not making army to push anymore. You're making army to hold, and you're trusting your civ draft that Koreans were the right civ choice, and you can somehow last here. Yeah, relics are also on these outer islands, which are really annoying to get. I do think it's really important for Bad Koala to realize Gabby's on the outside. Like, eventually, if you just completely deny the docks from Koreans, then they can't be as dominant here. But I still think Gabby's win condition would be to tower up the shoreline so she can replace docks in late stages. But I think Bad Koala's doing the right things. You have to recognize it's going to be tough to break Koreans, so just go for the Omega Boom. If this is a map where you have a hill in the middle that you can secure, go imp, and tread push to win, then, then it's a game changer. But that's not this map. And so you could maybe expand your thinking too. I don't think the guy knows the map, so I don't think he's going to know there's relics on the outside. But even just going out here early to get relics, the wood lines, the golds, stones, super valuable. Eventually, you do want to shut down this tower creep, though. Eventually, these towers start to get a little bit ominous. Maybe what we see from Bad Koala as Gabby's units run into the Hawks, maybe what we see is he actually brings the army over this way. He just drops a castle over here or something. But I don't know. That feels really risky. Because you don't know what's over there. There's a monk there. There might be more. There might be more pikes. Toking says, what's the lowest elo in these tourneys? The lowest elo in Silver League is probably like 2,200 or 2,300 elo. The average elo for Silver League is 2,400. Gabby and Bad Koala have both been... I would say they average out around 23 or 2,400. And when you look at this series, I think it's really easy because I know YouTube comments and I know the way viewers work. It's very easy to watch somebody walk through a line of towers and pikemen and say, wow, are you sure this isn't 1,000 elo T90? But what you miss is like the commitment. He's an absolute badass with commitment. The economic management. And here he comes. I mean, Gabby can see this a mile of freaking way. And Gabby's going to drop her own castle. And this is why you play defensive. Bad Koala can't see the castle. Okay, he can now. He needs to back up. And all right, he will drop a castle here. It looks risky, but he correctly recognizes that Gabby doesn't actually have a lot of army. And when he completes this castle, Gabby's towers will get shot down by the castle. And then he can make trebs, and Gabby will lose this castle. I would never in a million years walk through past a barracks, past triple guard tower to build that castle. That's just that's madman stuff. But it does make sense. Especially when you're on the way to imp too, because you force your opponent into their own castle, and then you just get the trebs. That's crazy. I think Gabby's might be cooked here. That's what she needed to prevent. She needed to stop the attacks. She needed time to get her economy. Bad Koala going for castle number 2. In the same spot, which means double trebuchet. And again, the economy for Bad Koala is just firing right now. It's so smooth. And yeah, Gabby's towers are down. And Gabby's got to be wondering what on earth has happened here. Because it was such a good start. If you would have asked me after the first 2 games, I would have said sweep. Because Bad Koala did not look awake. He did not look sharp. He just... The first 2 games were just a struggle. But now it's just nonstop Bad Koala. 3 straight wins. He's up 3-2. And Gabby, yeah, just really struggling up against the pressure here from Bad Koala. A lot of it started in early feudal. And I think it's the history of the series now too. But this whole moment here, where they both found each other next to the barracks, and then Bad Koala saved the villager, and then also went for man-at-arms. Like, basically, being feudal age faster puts Gabby in this oh crap state of mind where she is panicking, right? And every other game, Bad Koala's forward. So she's like, let's go, like, big army, big defense, big defense, big defense. She takes some losses first off. But then, like, Bad Koala's just chilling. He actually was just chilling, taking the food back here, taking the food over here. Like, the whole game, he just had slightly more resources collected. The difference in castle age time was because he sniped the fish, he kept his fish alive, he added the farms. And KD was clean, of course, but it really was just the economy. And Gabby cannot balance out her eco right now. All right, so here we go. It has been a chaotic series. I will change the colors again. We got Bad Koala, 3 straight wins. Can Gabby turn it around? So again, this is the last day of playoffs for Silver League. Winner of the best of 7 goes to gold. And that jumps you from the 10K league to the 25K league. So big jump in prize pool. And obviously, the potential to go to platinum. And considering it's next year, a lot changes within a year. Players could really improve. Gabby and Bad Koala have been around a really long time. But both players have had pretty good seasons. Now, with Byzantines for Bad Koala, We have Malay for Gabby. I've actually not seen Byzantines played a lot this season. In theory, Byzantines should be pretty good for this map because they have water bonuses. Now, I think they're not nearly as strong a water as they used to be because it used to be with just fire ships. They had the stronger fire ships. But now fire ships and Dramens attack faster, and nobody's going fire ships. Everyone's going Hulks. So I actually think that is not a good thing anymore for the Byzantines. But you still have a cheaper Imperial Age, which could be a big deal with the fast imps. You have the stronger castles. Honestly, you know what I would do here from Bad Koala? I think I'd go like Spearman, Monk, Castle Drop. Because the more I think about it, the Malay, they advance faster to the next stage, which means they have a guaranteed villager lead. They have fishing bonuses. They have I would argue, the better navy, at least how things stand. And also, Bad Koala has been very full send, very like, the last 3 games, he's been the one being aggressive against Gabby, so. I don't know. What's up, Connor? Welcome back. Thanks for the 31 months. You know what you could try if you're Bad Koala? We've seen a couple players do it. Technically, Gabby could do it as well. It's happened a lot in Silver League as well, where we've seen the transport. And players actually transport around the outside and try and get some land pressure into the back of the opponent's base. So maybe that's an option, but we'll see. But yeah, fun series. Next set has different storylines. So next set, Huciel is very fast, very aggressive. And then you have Dennis, who's a bit slower and more strategic. I would expect that both players are going to... It's not going to be quite like this when Bad Koala and Gabby was seen on the schedule. They're just so unique. You knew it was going to be a chaotic game. Or a chaotic set, rather. It can be infuriating watching Bad Koala's misclick sometimes, though. Misclicks his dock, forgets to build the dock. He gets housed all the time, but it just goes to show you that you can have all these tiny little details off and still be a really solid high-level player. Like, when it matters, when the engagements are the most important, Bad Koala tends to take the best fights. Thank you, Poop Octopus, for the 21 months. Every time I thank you for the resub, I hope my parents are not watching, because imagine they're like lunch with their friends. Their friends are like, so is your son still doing that video game thing? Is he still talking about the video game? What is that, a mobile game? And my mom's like, no, well, there is mobility. I hear him say mobility a lot. So I think it is a mobile game. And I'd be there like, Mom, no, it's not a mobile game. That's not what mobile game means. Anyways, maybe they pulled up the stream right now and I'm saying Poop Octopus. So losing some proud parent point, but thank you. Thank you, Gauntlet Wizard, for the 59 months. He says, are Bad Koala and Bad Bunny related? Was he at the Super Bowl? Question mark. No. I didn't think about that, though. Honestly, let's try and make it happen. Bad Koala and Bad Bunny. I could see it. Bad Koala's Man-at-Arms dancing up on stage. People wouldn't be able to look away. It'd be good stuff. Interesting that Bad Koala is building the houses like this. It almost seems like Bad Koala is expecting something. Because otherwise, you would probably build your houses along the front if you were expecting a castle drop. Both scouts are weak, by the way. There was a little bit of a conflict. It's 24 HP for both. If I were against Malay, I would always have my scout inside my walls now because they'll hit feudal age faster. But so far, it's been just fish boom from both. I think if we were going to see the transport play, we would have probably seen different things here with their economies. Villagers going to stone for Bad Koala, though. Oh my god, he's definitely gonna go fast. Fast castle, forward castle on Gabby's gold, which he can't see yet, but he's hoping to get the gold of the stone because it's on the front. And then fast imp, maybe. But the defensive capabilities of the dock now are really important here. Because now you can garrison inside of the dock with the fishing ships, which means Gabby might invest more and more onto water to eventually try and take it down. Fast feudal from Gabby, likely to add some hulks. I think we'll see a second dock here in a second. She'll probably go second dock, and then she'll use these villagers for the oysters. And then that's her gold income for the ships, which is a really nice build. T90, I think your parents can be very proud. Salute. They are proud. I'm joking. My parents, I don't think they're just saying it either. They are proud. But they don't. I remember when I first started streaming how awkward it was for them that their son was like basically talking about video games and talking to strangers on the internet. For my parents' generation, that could be very jarring. Especially because the person that would donate the most the first couple months of streaming was named Buttface. So imagine, like, your son had just dropped out of college and he's trying to figure out what to do with his life. And then you hear him in his room and he's like, oh, thanks, Buttface. Oh, Buttface. Thanks so much, Buttface. Oh, Buttface again? You know, for a period there, they were really concerned. I also remember I streamed for like 10 hours and I got a $50 donation. And it was the first donation I ever got of that size. And I told my dad, I was like, Dad, I made $50. And he was so unimpressed. He was like, did you do the math on your time investment there? He's like, do you get that every stream? I was like, well, no, I streamed all week. It's the first donation I got. And he was like, okay. So, but yeah, it turned into something. I mean, they were worried for many years. I think my mom is just a worrier, but so she'll still worry. But my dad is super on board, and he still doesn't fully understand what's happening, but he always wants to hear about it. And yeah, so yeah, I just worry sometimes with the weird internet names that my parents are maybe a little concerned still. All right, so Gabby's going a mix of water and land, and here she comes with a tower. And I don't know if she did this because she saw the stone mining from Bad Koala, but Bad Koala is definitely going fast castle here and will be pushed off the stone. Now, Bad Koala isn't going to be pushed off the gold, and Bad Koala still has almost enough stone to still get to a castle. Gabby's Hawks, man, this is such a good rush, though. The Hawks are hitting the fish and kill the fishing ship, and then also tower has gone up on the stone. Nice job from Bad Koala, though, because Bad Koala only needs to buy 100 stone now. But what I like for Gabby here, guys, is a defensive castle from Bad Koala is completely fine. What you need to prevent is a forward castle. And the fact that you have army means that the forward castle should not be realistic. So then you're ahead on water, and you're holding the map on land. I think that's very strong. We've got the mill going up on the back there for Gabby, so her transitions are looking very smooth. Also, 6 fishing ships behind this, and the villagers on the shore. Fish is good. Yeah, Gabby's doing a nice job. Bad Koala, I think, is unsure on what to do right now against this pressure. There's not a lot of resources to work with. And, oh, Gabby was actually busting through the wall. Bad Koala pulls the villagers to stonewall it. So nice shot from him, but I think this sets up the water play a little bit for Gabby. Still only 5 fishing ships for Bad Koala. And Gabby's food count's looking nice. Micro's looking good. She's locking in. She's locking in. And outpost through the middle, too, so she could see where the opponent is and what the opponent's going to potentially do here. Rooster Chuck says, in fairness, your parents were like mine in a generation which rolled out of bed straight into a job that paid well for the time. Yeah, like my parents' generation, doing something that you can consider fun and having it be your job. I mean, not even just my parents' generation, even now. Like, that's really unique. And when I started doing this, there was no official support for the game. Like, it was a dead game. It wasn't like there was a precedent that, yeah, people can make it in Age of Empires. So I completely understand why my parents were concerned. Also, streaming as well. Like, when I started streaming, too, like, it wasn't like you could look and I could say, yeah, like, look at how many other streamers have made it and can survive. And, like, the list goes on of reasons why you really shouldn't do this. So I'm very lucky, guys. I love you guys so much. I appreciate it. I will never forget how lucky I am, and I will always work to basically consistently repay how lucky I am to the best community there is. So... yeah, so I think Bad Koala wanted the forward castle, but Gabby's approach has denied that. Gabby can see the castle's going up. She can't do anything about it now. Gabby's still wanting to run through, which, I mean, could be risky. I mean, that's a Byzantine wall, and it's Castle Age now, so it'll take a while to get through. And Bad Koala has upgraded water. Guys, did Gabby just completely miss this? What happened? I think she's completely missed the Hulk's over. I think she's forgotten about the water a little bit. And, ooh, God. I mean, really what you want is you want to patrol the sides so you can catch any of the ships coming forward. But, yeah, Bad Koala is going upgraded Hulks now and can make a move towards Gabby's fish, and she's got to flee. I like it, though. If she can get away with some of the fishing ships, this is still fine. Siege Workshop from Bad Koala. And, guys, Bad Koala is going fast imp for sure. Look at this, though. Look, like, 2 on food. 2 fishing ships to get the food to click up. And then Monastery, so I think it's going to be all in. Monks, Trebs. We've got 21 on golds. Gabby has actual working food eco. There's farms, there's berries, there's fish. She can bring her Hawks home. She could probably turn around and deal with this. But can she deal with Monks and Imp? Bad Koala is on the way to Imp. I mean, the crazy thing about this is Gabby is looking at this like, right? Like, it's not like Gabby doesn't know that it's all on golds. But does that tell you? I think it should, but this map is not a map that's played that frequently. So from Gabby's position, you just want to upgrade everything you have. So you upgrade your ships to win the water, which she'll do, and she still has the fish. And then you have archers, and you want to upgrade your archers, because that makes sense, and go for crossbow, and go for bodkin, and go for siege. Here's the issue. That is all food and gold that could match the imp time. And technically, monks can convert everything here. So, I don't know. Like, I would do the exact same thing in Gabby's scenario. You're telling yourself you have the superior economy. But I think once the monks come out, it kind of shuts this down, especially if redemption's in. You know what might make sense? Maybe you just chill if you're Bad Koala. You don't move out, and you play Dramens on water. Maybe you play, like, upgraded ships. There's no food eco, though. It feels like you need the gold. If you don't have the gold, it's over. And, all right, backs away. There's the mangonel. This is imp into still getting pushed off of gold right now for Bad Koala. He's such a crazy player, man. But, I mean, off of the gold for now. Oof, big shot for Gabby. It's just clicked over to the straggler tree here. Redemption's on the way. But then you need so many monks, too. Like, it's so tough. The Gabby will see imp, but she'll be, like, thinking, imp into what? Also, Bad Koala is completely underprepared. This whole time, there's oysters on the back to take gold. Yeah, I don't know how many times he's played this map. This might just be another situation where the opponent has picked the correct home map. Especially if Gabby looked to see if he played it at all this season. But yeah, now he won't be able to take the oysters. He's just thought of it, but won't be able to take it consistently because Gabby will start to win water. And now Gabby should go crazy on fishing eco, and Gabby should think about imp. I'm okay with still producing some vills for now, but honestly, this reaches a point where you don't even want to do that, and you just want your own imp time. Unfortunately for her, I don't think she ever got fishing lines or gill nets. I think she'll be so super focused on the micro, and the micro from Bad Koala is really solid when it matters most. Like I said, look at that. Saving the mangonels, saving the monks. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. This could get really bad for Gabby. Gabby's going siege tower now. She will go siege tower so she can attempt to roll in close to the monks. She's desperate. She's got 55 vills. But can she beat trebuchets? And can she beat monks with 12 range? Yeah, she'll win the water. Like, water is hers now. What happened to her fish, though? I thought she had 12 fishing ships. I think she lost fishing eco. Did she not have more? I could have sworn she had more a moment ago. I'm not sure. We'll have to go back. Remind me, please. Choo-choo! Choo-choo! Here comes the siege tower. There's only 4 crossbows in there, though. Oh, no. There's only 4 crossbows, Gabby. The trebuchet's there. And they nerfed the siege tower, too. It's not as fast as it used to be. I'm worried for Gabby. I don't think she can stop the monks. I don't think she can use the superior economy. I don't think she can balance things out. Everything she has is just going to be converted. 0 on food gaming for Bad Koala. But everything is on gold. And the army that Gabby's making is just getting converted, and it becomes very, 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 very hard to know what to do when you're pushed off of this gold now. She's going to castle the back of her base. She's fighting for a tournament life, of course. She would be in Silver League again next season, which I think would still be a very good experience for her. But, I mean, Bad Koala, I told you guys, he just doesn't give a crap. He didn't prepare for the previous map. He does weird things that nobody else does. But he commits hard. And that's what he's doing. He's just embracing the situation and going all in. Now, if you had a unit to beat this, Karambits might do it. They're usually very good against monks because they're not a high-value unit. And monks thrive on getting value from converting expensive units. Honestly, hold on. I think Gabby can win this without a town center. She still needs to add fish. But, you know, they're still fishing out there. I still think she needs to remember fishing lines and gill nets and all that stuff. But the castle being hidden means that Bad Koala won't add any cataphracts. And Bad Koala doesn't have the resources to add any cataphracts, so... But yeah, Gabby needs to stop donating army and just stop making crossbows. Okay, castle's been found. Well plugged from Bad Koala to still be moving out here looking for fish. Yeah, there's the castle. How many monks can beat like 40 Karambits? I don't know. The attack rounds on the mangonels are important. I think Gabby actually needs to wait. I think she actually needs to wait. The attack rounds there. The split micros there. Here we go. She didn't want to wait because the castle was spotted. And the opponent knows about it. Monks will go down. Siege will go down. There's crossbows here too. She could take the treb. She's going for the monks first though. If you take the monks, you will always take the treb. You know what arena players would do in this situation? They would actually add scorpions. But I think 1 or 2 cataphracts is fine. And I think the Byzantine healing bonus, the fact that you heal up your nearby monks and any units you convert is very, very strong. Villagers on trebuchet. They take down the treb. But there's another treb here, Gabby. And the Karambits you just donated to the enemy are on your wood line. Oh, man. I hate to see it because it's such a tough game to lose if you do lose it. But she needs nonstop fights. I think she needed the patience. That's something Gabby doesn't have. I think waiting until 40 Karambits, you could have full cleared it. Going in with 20 was not enough. And Bad Koala continues to get the conversions every single time. Trebuchet's being repaired. Still 0 on food for Bad Koala. But the Gabby doesn't have anything anymore. Again, much like people in silver when they saw Bad Koala was in the group, I'm pretty sure everyone in gold that has to play Bad Koala in group stage is going to groan. They're going to say, oh, God, because they're not going to want to play this guy. But he is just a special player. Like, I don't know if there is a player in silver who is quite as ridiculous as him. You just don't know what you're going to get. And while Gabby's aggression worked out in the early stages, it was never enough for her. And Bad Koala just embraced the crazy here. I think he's been on 0 on food for the last, like, 15 minutes. But I do want to go back. There was a couple sneaky things he did this game. Because it wasn't like Gabby could just full focus on land. The fire ships, or sorry, the hawks going this way is a lot of pressure on Gabby at a really critical time when Gabby wanted to focus here. So this was a really nice move. But then later on in the game, I swear Gabby started to add more fish and then she lost some. Maybe I'm wrong, though. Now, I think I'm wrong. She just never made as many fishing ships as I was expecting. But you notice the random ships around here? Like, he's still looking for the fishing ship kills. That's still something Gabby needs to work on. I do think... I mean, her eco was really poor at this stage for what it was. But I think she just... Because the situation isn't something you encounter all the time, and because of the pressure, I think she didn't have the patience here, but you just need to wait. Like, engaging here, you're uncertain if you're going to win it. You have to have the faith in the fact that your opponent has no eco, and you have to fall back. And I think you just wait until you get like 50, 60 Karambits. If it's arena, she probably knows because Coast Arena is very different, and the experience isn't there. She rushed it a little bit. Nice job. I still think Gabby will be very happy with being back in Silver League. I mean, Silver League is perfect for Gabby. There's a lot of players who might never make it out of Silver, but her style is really fun to watch. Still lots of positives, lots of experience. And more on wood, more on food. For Bad Koala, it was just gold, man. Like, and how many conversions? 23. 23 conversions. Some of that was a crossbowman. Actually, well, there you go. That tells the story. Look at Bad Koala's second and third most created military units in the game, guys. 24 monks, and then it says 11 karambits and 8 archers, because those were units that Bad Koala stole from Gabby. So that should tell you exactly how valuable the conversions were. Well played.